Network, ABN, is now the pace setter in the industry. Do you want to advertise your product and services? Count on us. We will do it much more than your expectations. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, will deliver quick and prompt services. Our quality and clarity stands us out when it comes to delivering quality broadcasting. Our staffs are hardworking and versatile in the specific field of office. Our environment is so conducive and we are open to all. We also give advice on how to run your business profitably. African Broadcasting Network is situated at
10039 Business Street, Suite 338, Houston, Texas 77036. Telephone 346-426-5650 or 832-490-8203.
Website www.abntvnetwork.com. ABN, celebrating Africans' rich cultural heritage.
Hello everyone, how are you doing today? And it's another episode of Your Health and You. I know you're excited about this because we have been learning a lot. I mean, this is like medicine broken down, you know, like we say, medicine for dummies, that kind of thing. We're not dummies, but you know, when it comes to these things, we just don't know so much. And that's why we're doing this. And it's been amazing. We've learned a lot. I mean, right now, there are some things that I didn't know how to even, you know, go about. But I think I'm learning a lot of things. Thanks to Dr. Fash. And he is in the house today again, and we will be talking about something very interesting. Dr. Fash, it's always wonderful to have you on the show.
Thank you, Bukola.
You're
Thanks
welcome
for having me today.
It's my pleasure. Say hello to our people.
Hello, everyone. I hope we're having a good day.
I believe so.
It's another episode of Your Health and You. And today we'll be talking about...
Yes, I have a lot. Don't worry, I got you covered. We will be deciphering some things today. There's something they call heart attack. There is heart failure. There is cardiac arrest. If I asked you what the difference is among these three, what would you say? Would you say they are the same? Some would say, no, it's a graduation of from one level to another. And for someone like me, I'll just be very truthful. I don't know. That's why we've got Dr. Fash in the house. So what do you have to say? Are these basically the same thing or is there any difference?
All right. Yeah, so a little bit of disclaimer today. Whatever we discuss on this program, it's for educational purposes only. We still strictly advise you to consult with your primary care professional, which is your physician, to get further advice or any sort of treatment prescription from your physician. We're here to educate the public on certain health issues. Thank you, everyone. So, your question, Buki.
Yes. Heart failure, heart attack, cardiac arrest.
Cardiac arrest, okay.
Are they the same?
They're not the same, actually. But one can progress to another.
Oh.
Yes, but they're not the same. They're different conditions, they're different situations, different conditions.
Okay.
So, a heart attack, let me start with a heart attack. A heart attack happens when, let's do a little bit of before I can explain this, I would like to do a little bit of functional anatomy of the heart. Just consider the heart as a digital tank in the body. A digital tank in the sense that it has its own electrical activity, electrical system, and it has its own blood supply. It has its own venous drainage. It has its own nerve supply. So it's such a very smart organ in the body and very important organ, obviously. When the heart stops, it has blood supply, like I said, has all those things going on, and it has its own electrical activity, which powers it to contract and relax. And it's a cycle. This cycle is called the cardiac cycle, and it happens every 72 times per minute. So heart attack occurs because the blood supply to the heart becomes interrupted, or it becomes inefficient in the sense that it's reduced. So when there's just like I said during stroke, when we talked about stroke, when the blood supply it's interrupted or it's inefficient, it's reduced to the muscle, to the myocardium, which is the tissues of the muscles that actually make up the heart. As we all know, the heart is made up of 4 chambers. We have the right atrium, the left atrium, the right ventricle, and the left ventricle. But I'm not going to bore you with all these complexities. Let's go on and talk about the blood supply. So when the blood supply is interrupted, what tends to happen is that the tissue of the heart, which is the heart muscles, they feel the impact because the blood is supposed to supply the heart muscles the nutrients, the oxygen that they need. And when they can get this, you start to have the cells, the heart muscle cells starts to die. And when they start to die, that means that portion of the heart muscle is unable to perform its function, its metabolic function. And if it's unable to perform that function, it has an effect on the generality of the function, on the general function of the heart. Okay. So a heart attack tends to happen when we have an interruption of blood supply to the heart. And that tends to have, the individual begins to feel some pain. They're gonna come out with chest pain. That's usually the first sign. A chest pain will happen. The patient may have pain radiating to their arm. They may be having ache in their arm and their jaw, and all of this happening. They may have tightness in their chest or feeling of apprehension and all of that. And when you start to feel chest pain is not something that we take lightly in the clinical arena. If a patient complains about chest pain, it doesn't mean that all chest pain it's coming from a heart attack. Don't get me wrong. Okay. There are chest pain that are just musculoskeletal. They're just because you've strained a muscle or ligament has been